Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Morrowind. Last time when we left off, we had finished helping the Argonian. He freed some of the prisoners, and he told us to come back and talk to Naryu.
I couldn't have done much better myself, hero. Good work down there. There's one more thing to do, if you're up to it. Time is short, but I have something to tell you. You've earned that much at least.
Okay, what is it that you want to tell me?
I'm an assassin, a Morag Tongue agent here to complete a job. The writ I carry gives me the legal authority to end my target's life, no questions asked. I'm here to kill Captain Svardstar, leader of this band of slavers. He's as bad as they come.
Okay, yeah, that all seems good and all, but why exactly are you telling me?
Because I need your help. I can kill the captain and 10 of his thugs without breaking a sweat. But the slavers' ship? It's faster and stronger than anything the locals can throw at it. If we don't scuttle the ship, they'll be right back to business.
Yeah, so why should I actually be helping you kill somebody? I don't even know the guy.
Not big on gratitude, I see. Look, I signaled Sedanim. They won't get here in time to stop the slavers. With your help, we can end the slavers, save their prisoners, and sink their ship. Otherwise, the prisoners are as good as dead.
Okay, so then what do you need me to do?
Gather some fire salt and kindle pitch from the docks. With them, you can make a firebomb. Not only will setting their ship on fire destroy it, it will flush Svardstar from his hiding hole so I can end him. We'll meet after you gather the supplies.
Okay, I'll get the stuff you need. Right, and I am using, while we're on the way there, I'm using a few different mods here. I will be making another video telling you what mods I'm actually using. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that so that you can see what mods I'm using for the user interface and such like that. But you'll probably notice the ones I'm using them, you know, Harven's Quest Journal, the big popular ones you'll probably notice right off the bat. Anyways, so we need to gather the fire salts. Looks like they're down over in that direction. Red Mountain out in the distance. Always a very cool sight. Not as pointed as I feel like it should be. Maybe. Has it erupted? I'm not actually sure in terms of the timeline here. Okay, there's the fire salts we need. And that barrel is empty. Okay. And then we needed the kindle pitch. Looks like we have somebody just hanging out here. Who's this? Rescue Kiersey. Oh, sure, why not? No? I guess I'm not... I guess I'm not good enough to rescue them. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's just carry on. No enemies to fight, thankfully. We have a slaver archer over there, but they're not doing a very good job of protecting anything. Alright, so here's the kindle pitch crate. Thank you. Alright, and then we just gotta board the ship and, I suppose, light it on fire. Let's give it a shot. I don't know exactly how we're supposed to get there. Oh, looks like we can just teleport, actually. Oh, there's a little boat for us.
Over here.
That's convenient.
Get on board and let's go.
Okay. Can we talk?
About time you got here.
It took me like 2 seconds, Naryu. You're kind of difficult to work for, to be quite honest. Alright, how do I start this thing? There we go. Whoa, whoa, what? Alright, I guess...
Pretend you're crew and maybe the slavers won't notice.
Okay, how do I act like part of the crew?
Overlay decks and use the firebomb. I'll search for the captain.
Okay. Ah, oh, wow.
Thieving Thatcher! I'll kill you!
Alright, so this is the first mate. She's very tall. Or I'm just very short. I don't exactly have the time to figure out which one of those it is. Nope, none of that, And there we go. Rawhide Guards of Magicka. Very cool. Oh yeah, that's cool. Right, so we're going below decks to use the fire salts. Got it. Ooh. Nothing saying I can't loot along the way. That's very important. Okay, nothing really there. Just... Oh, Oh, oh. I can't pass up the opportunity to make jasmine tea. That's very important. And I suppose it's time we run.
Put out that fire while I deal with this flea.
Oh, you should look out behind you. Nope, never mind. Okay, Nario, I like you a little bit more now.
We make a great team. Let's get off this burning ship.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Let's go. We should probably jump. Yeah, there we go. Talk to Sergeant Delms. Okay. Oh, where am I? I am on Vardenfell, apparently. Hello?
You've returned to your senses. Let's talk.
Okay. Yes, let's.
So, care to tell me what you're doing on that slaver ship?
Yeah, they captured me and I was just trying to escape. What is this place?
This is the port town of Seydonie, on the island of Vardenfell. We fished you out of the burning wreckage of a slaver ship near Firemouth. If you're not a slave, why were you dressed as one?
Yeah, we were in disguise trying to actually get off the ship. It's a whole thing.
I'll let Governor Salvi sort this out. She wants to see you. Best not to keep her waiting.
Okay. I suppose you are right. Can I take that, or is that stealing? No, you don't mind? I'm just gonna... There we go. Ooh. Looks like you guys don't mind me taking any of your stuff, so I'm going to just go ahead and help myself. Potato. I really don't need the potato. Alright, let's head out. Huh, this looks familiar somehow. This is very, very cool. Okay, so, Seydonie. Do I just have to follow you very slowly? Examine Understanding the Living Gods. Dear Thane Vigli Stormbreast. Huh, I thought that said Storm Beast. That would have sounded far more intimidating. Honored leader of the Nord Cultural Exchange, it is I, Rigert the Brash. Right, Rigert the Brash, I remember him. Writing to you in Windhelm, as you requested. I continue my study and exchange of information with the little dark elves of Morrowind, as you ordered. Why you sent Rigert away after he only just arrived, I don't completely understand, but I suppose my mission is very important. Yes, I'm sure that's exactly what it is. As I set foot, well, both feet really, into Vardenfell, the thought of this mission makes Rigert so excited. Trading culture with allied nations so that we can learn more about each other is almost better than cold mead on a hot day. Almost. This time I travel to learn more about the Tribunal, the so-called living gods of the Dark Elf people. The wonderment of it all gives Rigert the skin bumps. Now, unlike our good and proper gods of Skyrim, gods who listen to our prayers but have the good graces to stay out of Nord business, the Dark Elf gods actually walk among the people and rule over them, the way the Skald King parades around Windhelm. No offense, Skald King. The God Kings of Morrowind seem to answer to various titles, although the most common appellations appear to be Lord, Mother, and Wizard. Rigert spent many long hours attempting to converse with knowledgeable little dark elves, but much of what they told me just made my head go spinny spin. Whew boy. Here's what I learned about the Tribunal gods. Maybe you can make better sense of it all. The most popular of the three, at least in Vardenfell, is the warrior poet Vivek. They sing his praises in the corner clubs and shout his victories from the rooftops. Really, the faithful on every street corner eagerly shoved pamphlets containing his lessons and sermons at me if I so much as smiled in their general directions. Lord Vivek is called the Master of Morrowind. I tried to read some of his poetry, but it just made my eyes hurt. Not at all as interesting or bawdy as the great Fjoki. and full of allusions that any who aren't drenched in Dark Elf culture just wouldn't understand. Truth be told, even I, Dark Elf expert that I am, clearly, had trouble with some of the more esoteric concepts. He preaches duty to faith, family, masters, and all that is good. He saved his people on numerous occasions, including helping to repel at least 2 Akaviri invasions, most recently the invasion that led to the creation of our cherished Ebonheart Pact. He apparently has some sort of connection to the Daedra Mephala, who the Dark Elves call one of the good Daedra. He does have a dark side, though, as I've been told that he has an unnatural attraction to lustful thoughts and murderous intentions. So, not very different from the rest of the puny Dark Elves, right? That's funny. He lives right here in a grand palace in Vivec City, which conveniently has the same name he does. I spent a few minutes in his presence, but I couldn't help but stare at his strange appearance. Also, he tended to float around the chamber. As a tactic to make us mortal creatures feel inferior, it worked surprisingly well. Still, I was happy to have been able to spend some quality time with such a personage of impressiveness. Next, I tried to discover everything I could about the one they call Mother Morrowind, Almalexia. Now, it turns out she mostly inhabits the temples in Mournhold, so I wasn't able to get a face-to-face with the Dark Elf, patron of healers and teachers. I admit I'm very disappointed, as I am given to understand that for a goddess, she's the Elk's antlers. They also claim that she embodies the best of Dark Elf culture and determination, which would fit into my area of expertise quite nicely. One priest told me that she protects the poor and the weak, and that her wisdom guides the Dunmerry through all their affairs. A drunk Dark Elf in a corner club also mentioned that she was kind of a stick in the mud, but an ordinator dragged her away before I could ask what she meant by that. Oh well. The most mysterious of the 3 god monarchs is Sotha Sil, also known as the Mystery of Morrowind and the Wizard of Wonderishness. I believe that's what the priest called him. I am certain that it wasn't. I misplaced... Okay, that person was just crouching up and down in front of me. I believe that's what the priest called him. I misplaced those notes and am writing the last bit from memory while having a few mugs of mead. Although rumors abound, no one that I could find has claimed to have seen Sotha Sil in the Horker's age. The best I could learn from asking around is that Sotha Sil is the patron of artificers and mages, and many, especially Dark Elves, consider him to be the most powerful magicka user in all the land. I even heard an amazing tale about a city of clockwork gears that Sotha Sil crafted to study the inner workings of the world. And they claim it's only as big as a small mammoth. Now that's something I'd give my last rabbit meatball to see. Really? Just a rabbit meatball. Okay. He's also credited with negotiating some kind of compact with a number of Daedric princes. But I decided not to look too deeply into this rumor. As Fjoki says, the fool who stares gets noticed by the Daedra. Rigert is not so foolish as to do something as stupid as that. Did you roll your eyes, Thane Vigli? I bet you rolled your eyes. The 3 living gods of the Dunmerry empower the Tribunal Temple and embody the will and discipline of Dark Elves everywhere. Well, except for the Ashlanders, who refuse to bend their knees to Vivec, Almalexia, or Sotha Sil. Some sort of family squabble, I imagine. I'll look into that while I'm here. Rigert the Brash, Ambassador at Large for the Nord Cultural Exchange. To which I am still fairly certain there is actually no such title. Assistant to the Nord Cultural Exchange, perhaps. Okay, so we should talk to Governor Salvi.
You're a rescue sergeant? Let me just record the name in my ledger.
Not this one. Governor Salvi doesn't want an official record.
Really? Very well. The governor's in her office.
Okay, can we talk?
Unusual for the governor to omit items from the official record, but I'm just her clerk. You better head inside and talk to the governor now.
Okay, yeah, but what do you do here?
Seyden is the preeminent port into Vardenfell. I process new arrivals so the Tribunal knows who might be gallivanting across this fair land. It's so much more prestigious than my efforts for the Gold Coast Trading Company.
You used to work for the Gold Coast.
Once, long ago in another life, I served as a clerk for the company right here in Vardenfell. helped build many of the fine Imperial-style structures you see. I must have impressed House Hlalu, for they offered me this distinguished position.
So, do you actually like working for the Dark Elves?
For the most part. But sometimes it takes great effort not to strangle one or more of these pointy-eared blusterers. For example, no one ever remembers their birth sign. Some even try to change their answers on repeat visits, as if I wouldn't notice.
Ah, yes, that must be excruciatingly painful. Good gracious. Okay, what do we have in here? This is so cool to see. For those who might not know, this is almost like a one-for-one remake in terms of the layout as Morrowind. And that's a book. I'm not going to read just the standard books. I will read things like the LoreBooks and things that are a little bit more, stand out more in terms of maybe their importance. Pact pamphlet, congratulations. Now that you're no longer a slave, by order of the Alliance herein referred to as the Ebonheart Pact, and with the agreement of the ruling bodies of Skyrim, Morrowind, and Black Marsh, let it be known now and forever that slavery has been abolished in all Pact territories and principalities. Congratulations, you are no longer a slave. Whether you identify yourself as a man or mare, Argonian, Orc, or Khajiit, know and understand that your shackles have been broken and that you are a free, and independent, being, citizen of the Pact with all the rights and responsibilities inherent in that singular honor. So, what now, you're probably asking? What does a person born into slavery suddenly do with his or her newfound freedom? The answer is, of course, whatever you want to. That's the beauty of being free and independent beings. Advisors and counselors will be traveling throughout Morrowind, excluding certain regions, not yet ready to accept the rulings of the Ebonheart Pact, to provide guidance and other assistance to make your transition from slave to free, being a simple and painless process. Welcome to the Pact, we're happy that you're free. The following great houses of the Dark Elves have agreed to and will honor this stipulation. Indoril, Hlalu, and Redoran. Citizenship and freedom are not guaranteed in other Dark Elf territories. It's a bit of a big, fine letter print down at the bottom. That's kind of an important thing to note. Oh well. Progress, I suppose. Census and Excise Courtyard. What do we have out here? Hello? And there we go. I want to steal the money, though. I'm looking around wondering if there is... No. I was looking to see if there might, by chance, be somebody's ring missing. Doesn't look like it. Oh, Governor Salvi. Nice to meet you.
As governor of this region, I have questions that need to be answered. We found you among the wreckage of the slaver ship, and we found a strongbox with your name on it in another wreck. I'll give you the strongbox if you tell me the truth.
Yeah, I helped a Morrowind agent. She had a writ to assassinate the slaver captain.
Did she? And where is this writ? I don't see any writ. And without a writ, all I have is a murder. Take your strongbox, but we'll hold on to you until I have proof of your claim. I have no patience for tale-tellers or slavers.
Well, considering that I am not the one who, is the assassin, why would I have the writ?
A moment, Governor. Here's my honorable writ of execution for the slaver captain.
These papers appear to be in order.
We're done here, hero, but don't worry. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Okay, bye. Hopefully under circumstances that don't involve assassinating somebody.
Just don't make me regret this.
Sure. Hlalu letter of complaint. Do you mind if I read the complaints of your city? Most esteemed Minister Therion, House Redoran, I write to you on a matter of grave importance. My office has received an ever-increasing number of complaints in recent weeks. Many of our house guests have experienced poor treatment at the hands of House Redoran bailiffs and constables. As you well know, House Redoran is duty-bound to address these grievances on their behalf. My dear Minster, while I share your belief in the superiority of the Dunmer people, we must try to keep such opinions to ourselves. House Hlalu defers to House Redoran on matter of defense. I would urge you to defer to us on matters of commerce and diplomacy. Our economy is in peril. The pact has brought us some measure of security, yes, but the cost has been dear. Dearer than I think your Redoran kinsmen are willing to admit. My trade ministers have gone to great lengths to solidify our holdings outside Morrowind, while the enemy has seized most of our extraterritorial property, not extraterrestrial. We retain sizable assets in imperial bourses, interesting, and foreign business concerns. Extracting this wealth is no small task. It takes time, gold, and, most importantly, connections. We can ill afford to alienate what few friends we have outside the pact. Just this morning I received a complaint from one Theodric Ashcroft, a respected Breton investor. Apparently he was accosted by a pair of constables while inspecting a potential construction site. Some minor religious infraction, I'm told, stepping over a fence to get a better look at the property or something. According to Ashcroft, the constable forced him to the ground, dragged him to the temple, and turned him over to the ordinators, who subjected him to no less than 3 hours of interrogation and corporal re-education. Needless to say, he will not be investing in our fair city. Both Ashcroft and his gold fled to the mainland. These people may be inferior, their religions may be repugnant, their manners may be tiresome, but for the love of the three, swallow your pride and bear it. Idle zealotry cannot put food on the table. We cannot fill our coffers with incense and prayer and expect to wage war effectively. Interprovincial commerce is a necessary evil, whether you like it or not. I urge you in the strongest possible terms, leave outsiders be. I hope this will be my final word on the subject. Yours most respectfully, Tierner Nalin, House Hlalu, Deputy Trade Viceroy. Boy, you people sure do love your titles, don't you? Whew. More stuff to read. Nothing in the cabinet. Sergeant Garrel, can we continue talking? No?
Despite all the excitement around the recent shipwreck, I'm in here, guarding the governor's office. I suppose someone might want to steal a quill or a stack of parchment, but still, my talents are clearly being wasted.
Yes, I believe you're right, unless you're here because you have no talent. Sorry, that was rude. Right, can we continue talking?
There is no record of your arrival. You're a blank slate. Let Vardenfell be the place where you write a new story. Just write it far from Sedanin. Good luck, Outlander.
That's rude. What if I want to write my story right here? Okay, let's head out. Animal companions increased to 5, and we are now in Sedanin.
Please, someone, we need help.
Yeah, what's wrong?
There's an armiger injured on the road outside Sedanin. So much blood. They need help.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm not exactly sure. The buoyant armiger was accompanying Canon Valasar on a mission for Lord Vivek, but something terrible must have happened. Canon Valasar sent me to find help. She's on the road just outside of Sedanin. Will you help them?
Yeah, I'll go find the Canon... something. No, I can't keep track of all your guys' names. It's kind of difficult.